So we discussed the idea of a set, which is a well-defined collection of unordered objects. So let's say, for instance, that I have a set of all the students in this class right here. A subset is just a grouping of some of those elements or some of the items in the set. So if my set contains all of the students in this class, then a subset might be all the female students, or another subset might be all the male students, another subset might be all of the non-traditional or non-trad students, another subset might be all the students with blonde hair, or all the students with green eyes, or all the students with a 4.0 GPA. So a subset is just a collection of some of the elements in the set. We're going to find out that the subset can contain none of the elements, or it can actually contain all of them in the original set. So I'm going to start with the set A, and it's going to contain 5 elements, A, B, C, D, and E. And then I'm going to see if I can come up with some subsets out of this original set. So remember, there's a variety of different subsets. Let's say, for instance, that I have a subset that contains A, B, and C. Now, do you agree with me that that contains some of the elements of the original set? There might be another subset that contains C and D. And there might even be another subset that just contains the element E. Now, as I said before, that a subset can contain some of the elements. It can also contain none of the elements, and that would be the null set, which is written as the curly braces with nothing in it, or we can write it as a 0 with a line through it. We're also going to find out that the subset can contain all of the elements of the original or the superset, and we would say A, B, C, D, and E. This is also a subset. And since that is equal to the original set A, we will find out that all sets are subsets of themselves. Now, because we said a set is an unordered collection of elements, if I had another set that contained C, A, and B, these two are actually the exact same subsets, because it doesn't matter which order the elements of the set occur in. So these, D and C, is the same subset as C and D. I'm going to put a note on this one saying that it is either called the empty set or the null set. So the null set or the empty set is a subset of every single set, and this is the original A. So A is actually a subset of itself, because when I start to group the individual elements of the superset together, I can actually have 0 or some or all of the original elements. All right, so the last thing that we want to talk about is the notation. How do I indicate that something is a subset of A? Well, I could say that A, B, and C is a subset, and I'm going to use a sideward U with a line underneath it, is a subset of A. I can also say that the set that contains E is also a subset of A. And then I can say that the null set is a subset of A. And as always, A is a subset of itself. There's a couple additional concepts, the idea of a proper subset and a power set, but that's for a different lesson.